What do you think has been the biggest changes in the body shop industry?
Well, you got me stumped there, Rick. Were you on TV? No, I guess in all the lines, the paint, the way cars are built, they're built more for safety now. They used to build cars just as big tanks and put a lot of sheet metal around. Now they use lightweight, high-strength sheet metal. They're all unibody constructed. There's no such thing as a frame anymore. The computer systems in cars are way more advanced than they used to be. They'll basically do everything, even parallel park your car for you nowadays. So the training that it takes for us to stay up in this is it's unbelievable. So we are constantly sending our boys to school, teaching them the updates on everything. And basically in this business, if you don't keep up, you lose out, and pretty soon you're a has-been. And we've been a firm believer in safety, keeping up with things, making sure that it's put together right. Our main goal is to put the car back to its pre-accident condition, the way it was before it was damaged. And that's been goal one from first day we started, April 1st, 1975, to this day today.
You know, you mentioned all the different changes, but the one thing that for sure, as you said, has been there is quality job one. And I think that's kept the customers coming back time after time when your services are needed.
Well, we try, Rick. Like I said, that's a philosophy that I've taught all the employees that are working with us. And you basically want a vehicle repaired the way it was before and treat it as if it were your own. Because a lot of times you think, well, we can cut a corner here and there, but we don't do that. We do everything right. There's been many a time somebody come in and say, I can get it done cheaper. And I said, well, if you can get it done cheaper and have it done right, then it's maybe a deal. But there's a lot of corners you can cut. We have top-of-the-line paints, we're PPG certified. Through them, they warrant the paint as long as the customer owns the vehicle. And that's something that's kind of unheard of. Even original equipment manufacturers won't warrant the paint for the life of the vehicle. And that's something that we can actually do now. So quality of paints are there, the technology is there, and of course everything's higher priced. But at least when it's done, we can feel good about it and be able to see that customer on the street and say, hey, we did the best job we could, and hopefully they're always happy.
You're absolutely right. Like you said, others can cut corners. Like when you pay $30, sometimes $50,000, $60,000 for a vehicle, why cut corners?
Well, that's just it. You're paying more for a vehicle nowadays than you are for a home. And you need to take care of it because not only resale, but safety. When your family's riding in this vehicle, you want to make sure that it's safe to drive, that something doesn't fall apart. And with our constant training and updating, it's something that we strive and we push it really hard.
Doug, anything else you'd like to share?
No, again, I'd just like to thank all our customers and friends for 35 years. We hope we can make it a few more. The place is really starting to fill up. And again, I'd like to thank our employees, Ryan, Kim, and Gordy. And Gordy is also a member of the band, the Country Cousins, and he's playing here today and doing some background music for us. So we invite everyone over, and this evening we might even have some adult fun. So if anyone wants to come over later on this evening, we're just going to sit around and BS and talk about the good times.
All right, Doug, thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, Doug Hill from Doug's Auto Body, here at the 35th anniversary going on.
So fast.
Here's a couple guys that are in their face.
Did you bring some? No. We'll make it.
this morning, and of course, as I mentioned, you're the newest addition here to Doug's Auto Body, and of course, you're from the Harvey area originally, and you've had a long experience already in the bodywork game. Tell us about that, the experience you bring to the table here at Doug's Auto Body.
Yeah, Rick, that's for sure. Years ago, I used to work for Doug, and I ventured up to Bismarck, and I went to work for Churchill's body shop up there. While I was working there, I went to frame school in Dallas, Texas, Chief Easy Liner, and it was quite an experience. It's nice to have that knowledge when you work on vehicles now. And then I went to work for Bobcat, and of course, you know, they closed down, and that's how I ended up back in Harvey, ventured back this way. So that's basically the story on how I got back here.
So again, a lot of years in the business. What would you say is probably one of the biggest changes from the time you started to now in the auto body field right now?
I guess the electronics technology has changed the most with your airbag systems and all the electronics that go with that. That's one of the biggest things, the safety stuff behind the cars. Knowing what to do with that. A lot of new technology there that the government actually has pushed forward for manufacturers to put in their vehicles.
Now, as far as paints and things like that, the technology, I suspect, has really improved since the time you started, right?
Well, as a matter of fact, Rick, right now they're moving into the waterborne paints and getting away from the isocyanates, and they're really pushing for that, and I think within a few years everybody's going to be spraying waterborne paint.
Well, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. So will that essentially improve the quality, or what's your opinion on that?
Well, it's definitely safer for the individual. They're saying that the matches are so much better with the waterborne. I haven't experienced a lot with it. Like I said, it's fairly new. We have not changed over to it yet, but I imagine in the future we will too.
All right. Well, I guess safety is part of it too, because I think Doug can testify. Years ago in the granary, the paint fumes were pretty really stiff back in those days, and so yeah, it's glad to see the technology's coming along with that too for the safety of the workers. So. Again, you've been back here, what, a couple months now?
Yeah, about just shy of 6 months.
Okay. All right. Of course, living in Bismarck, coming back to Harvey, what's that like for you?
I do like the small town living. I like the people here. Bismarck was a fast-paced town, but we're fitting in well here. We really are.
All right. Sounds great. Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rick.
All right, that's Kim Up, the latest edition here at Doug's Auto Body. We're going to be coming back in the 11 o'clock hour. We'll chat more here at Doug's Auto Body. Of course, it's the 35th anniversary going on. Open house going on through the midday here, and dinner starting in just a couple of minutes. So come on out and enjoy that here at Doug's Auto Body. 35th anniversary. We're broadcasting live on the Mix 1470 KH&D. Back to you, Mel.